What's up, little fuckers? What's up? Lil Wayne is giving Nicki Minaj major credit for challenging female rap, uh, opening doors for a new generation of artists. His statement has fans talking about hip hop history, music influence, Nicki's impact on the industry. Many supporters agree that Nicki helped shape today's rap scene with her style, confidence, and chop-topping success. The conversation continues online as fans celebrate the legacy of female rap and long-lasting role in modern music. Now, I'm going to just randomly start changing the background when I don't want to talk about what I'm talking about. But for right now, we're going to leave it right here until we get people start coming in. See what I'm saying? Be right back. I'm thirsty. Shake yourself like she lived in the motherfucking house, goofy ass bitch. Bro, where y'all at, bro? Where y'all at? We got one person in here. Are you a Nicki Minaj fan? Are you a Nicki Minaj fan? 4 people. Nicki Minaj has done so much in the industry, opening up doors for other female rappers and upcoming acts. You know, you got this new rapper. Her name is Trim. You know, Nicki Minaj opened up the doors for that coconut water. It wouldn't be coconut water if it wasn't for Nicki with Roman. You know, I don't agree with what she did with the whole interview talking about. I'm not a politician type of guy. We're, excuse me, just solely talking about the industry and her impact. Nicki Minaj will go down, excuse me, as one of the greatest female rappers in the history of female rap. I honestly think she's better than Lil Kim. Honestly. Honestly, she's better than Lil Kim. What's up, Byron? How we doing? Are you a fan of Nicki Minaj? I asked when you join the live that you stay focused on what I'm saying to y'all. You got a crush on Nicki Minaj? Yeah, man. I'm a Nicki Minaj stan, bro. I'm a bar, bro. What can I say? You see what I'm saying? Light skin, you feel me? Like, come on now. Nah, I'm really Team Cardi, but listen. Lil Wayne is giving Nicki Minaj major credit for changing female rap, opening up doors for a generation of artists. His statement has fans talking about the hip hop industry, music influence, and Nicki Minaj's stance and impact on the industry. Many supporters agree that Nicki Minaj helped shape today's rap scene with her style, confidence, and chop-charting success. The conversation continues online as fans celebrate her legacy, female rap influence, and long-lasting role in modern music. So, you know what I'm saying? Word to Byron. He's like, you got a crush on Nicki Minaj. It's funny. I like seeing credit given when credit is due. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, she held it down for the female rap girlies until, you know, the cavalry came along. Who's the cavalry? You know, the Megan Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's. They came later. You know what I'm saying? Before that, it was really Nicki for a long time. And before that, it was like Lil Kim for a long time. And before that, it was kind of Foxy Brown. You see what I'm saying? Female rap has been solely stamped and impacted by Nicki Minaj alone. And you guys won't be able to take that away from her, you know? I'm not going to talk about her affiliation with political entities and things like that because I don't really care. I'm just merely talking about what she has done in the music industry. And she has changed it because you have female rappers now who literally want to be Nicki Minaj. So, that's cool. That's cool. Over here, this is me getting roasted on Snapchat. Now, here's my problem with Snapchat. Okay, we get a lot of views on Snapchat. We got a video right now grossing over 500K views. It's probably gonna be a million by tomorrow. I don't like how you guys be trying to troll me on Snapchat talking shit. You see what I'm saying? Get out the way, Vaughn 17 built ass. First of all, not even built like Vaughn 17. You know what I'm saying? Not even built like Vaughn off 1700. Y'all be fake roasting and capping for clicks and engagement, and I'm gonna give it to you. You see what I'm saying? First of all, this is my build. Vaughn off 1700 is not built like this. What is y'all talking about? Vaughn off 1700 is not built like this. I'm not built like Vaughn off 1700. So I had to pin that comment just to set the record straight. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love the engagement. I love talking to you guys, but let's stay on topic, okay? Suburb Baby got pressed for gaslighting, or I'm sorry, ghosting his girl. I'm up now. Now, that's my cousin. If y'all want to roast somebody, roast him. Don't talk about me. You see what I'm saying? Vaughn off 1700 is just that's just not what I'm about. You see, that's not cool, y'all. You know, let's keep it cordial. Let's keep it nice. Let's keep it fun. Y'all love to talk about, you know what I'm saying, shit that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm bringing to the table. You see what I'm saying? So I had to share that with you guys on YouTube because Snapchat, y'all be trying to play me, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory, I guess. I don't know. Don't really give a fuck. Okay, so this is news. I guess Megan Thee Stallion is dating a new guy. You know, this is her new guy. You can see him right now. It looks like they're at a music festival. She probably paid. Yeah, she probably paid for him to get in. She probably wears the pants in a relationship. I mean, obviously, she's way tall. You know, I thought she was five. When I met her, she was like 5'10", but she might have had knee surgery since then. Cause this picture, she looks like she's towering over broski. You know, she looks like she's standing like 6 feet tall. You feel me? Megan the Nephilim. Y'all don't know what Nephilim is because y'all don't read the Bible. That's an inside joke. Moving on. Okay, we're moving on. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is gonna be what I'm about to be doing for the rest of my life. Rapper Gloss Up reveals her foot was amputated following a serious car accident. Now, a few days ago, I got on Instagram and, I follow Gloss. Me and her got a really good relationship or what have you. And I saw that she had posted that her foot was about to get amputated because she got in a real bad accident. Now, I don't want to spread any rumors, right? And I don't want to say anything that's not true, but I do find it funny that she used to be signed to QC. And we know that the label Quality Control, we know what quality control means. Now, I ain't saying nothing, but I'm just saying it's so coincidental how when these artists trying to get out of contracts and deals and obligations, they get in accidents. And we're praying for Gloss. You know, we want her to reach a speedy recovery. We don't want her to be in pain. We want her to thrive. You know, there's a lot of people that was talking about, like, what she was driving and is she even making money for real? It's none of y'all's business. Let me tell y'all something about an artist. These are people. You know what I'm saying? They just happen to provide you guys with entertainment, kind of like how I do for you guys. Doesn't mean that I don't have feelings and emotions and I don't go through shit. So I think you guys have it misconceived in y'all little dumbass heads, like, oh, when shit happened, they can't possibly be like this. They can't possibly not have bread. They broke. Like, everybody fucking struggles. Everybody go through fucking shit. Y'all need to grow up and stop thinking like people don't go through trials and tribulations. So we praying for Gloss. We want her to have a speedy recovery. We want her to be okay. I hope her foot is okay. It didn't get cut off. That was a false alarm. You heard it here first. Manny Griggs news. It was a false alarm. She did not get her foot amputated. She had surgery and she's gonna bounce back. Okay, with or without QC. So let me tell you this, okay? Because we got 3 people in the live. Anybody who wants to be an artist, you don't have to sign nothing. If you don't want to, you can just be who you are. You can move through the game independently. You don't have to sign. to no deals. You don't have to sign a label. None of that. You got to be adamant about your craft. Okay, so nobody is going to put money in your pocket if you're not very, very adamant about what it is that you do. You understand? Moving on. This is what I really want to talk to y'all about. Because NLE Choppa has a really, really big fan base. NLE Choppa, well, for this conversation, we're just gonna call him NLE Blige because he's cosplaying as Mary J. Blige. Now, when NLE Choppa first came out, I'm gonna give you guys the evolution of NLE Choppa. NLE Choppa started out as the Shata Flow, gangster rap, hardcore drill, in your face, very much masculine, very much dominant, very much on some gangsterisms coming out of Memphis, Tennessee. But as time progressed, we started to see NLE evolve into this enigma of drill rap. But he blossomed into a butterfly, and now he's wearing wigs now, and I'm thinking to myself, he's probably about to get ready to drop another song, that is going to further push whatever NLE Choppa stands for. What does NLE Choppa stand for? Destruction of the youth, destruction of real masculinity, destruction of understanding the difference between male and female. Now, this right here is a prime example of confusion because he has fans who are half my age, right? Kids, and they're gonna think that this okay. But I'm telling y'all, it's not okay to cosplay as a woman if you're a man. Now, if that's what you do as a grown person, do what you do. But I'm just saying, this ain't the way. This is not the way, you guys. I thought it was a phase. Some of these rappers, and entertainers, they do things to get people to talk about what it is that they're doing. But I'm starting to see a trend in how NLE is moving, and I'm starting to think that, wow, bro, this is who he is. So we have to accept him, but we don't have to accept this. We don't have to accept this. He has. Keep in mind, you guys, NLE Choppa has a huge fan base. And I want to tell you guys that this is not something that, people should be looking to aspire to be unless, you want to be NLE Blige too. You see what I'm saying? Because what happened between Shada Flow and the Mary J. Blige era, all the time that has gone between. How did we go from Shada Flow to this? How did we go from Shada Flow to this? I thought we was hardcore, a drill rapper, tough guy, lots of firearms, lots of gun smoke and all this stuff. No, he's a Corey bot, and no problem about that. Just a problem with who you're targeting this type of raunchiness behavior to. It ain't me. I'm old as shit. It's the kids that I'm worried about. You understand? So y'all need to take heed to what's going on and open your eyes and quit acting so dumb. Here we have Brandy. We don't know what's going on with Brandy. She's looking a little sick. Yeah, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? See, the thing, guys, about these entertainers and these people that you guys watch and stuff like that, they do things, right? Maybe they do things behind closed doors that they may not be necessarily proud of. And then because what you do in the dark comes to the light, Brandy has never been a woman who has had to worry about her weight. So it wouldn't be any reason for her to be on Ozempic. It wouldn't be any reason for her to be on Hydroxycut. It wouldn't be any reason for her to be taking any type of weight loss medication because she's always had a nice body. But this is very alarming to me because she doesn't look okay. And I want to point out something right here. You see that area right there behind where the cheekbone is at? Around the mouth and the nose right there. That is alarming. That tells me that something else is going on, and I we want to pray for Brandy, and we hope that Brandy's okay. Ray J's out here running them up, riding around Miami with Sydney Star. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. When you rich and famous, nobody can tell you shit, because who gonna tell Ray J to get out the car with Sydney Star? Is he gonna listen? Right? And no. That's what he said. They're my friends. Okay, well those are your friends. And so refrain from trying to tell people stuff, right? Right? You can only really navigate your own self, right? We cannot be worried about other people. We really got to be concerned about what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So if Ray J and Brandy are on some different type of time, I don't know what happened when Houston was here. I don't know who was in that room with Whitney, but I'm just saying that whatever happened, we just hope that she's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't look okay right now. She's very sick. Look very sick. This right here, this is a movie that I really, really like. And if you guys ever want to check this out, I suggest that you check this out. This movie right here is called Have Plenty. You see what I'm saying? The guy in the middle, his name is Lee. Lee's a writer. And, this movie, I'm going to spoil it for you guys because I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? This movie it talks about things that needs to be talked about in the community, especially when you're trying to make it. You see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people are not gonna like this subject matter because everybody wants to get on Instagram and social media and just look at what everybody else is doing and be in awe. But you got to understand that there's a buffering point before you actually blow up. You see what I'm saying? You're not just going to just do something and then make a lot of money for it, right? It's not instantaneous. It takes a little time. You see what I'm saying? But in that time, you're perfecting your craft. What was Lee doing when the girl to his right, Miss Haviland Savage, was messing around with the 40 Love, the guy who had it all together? Lee was broke. Lee's broke. In this movie, I'm spoiling. He broke. He ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? All he got is a dream and a good script. But that's all you need. A recipe for success, for lack of better words. You see what I'm saying? But it's funny because in this movie, even though Lee doesn't have any money, he still has what? Gift of gab, charming, right? Which means that maybe, right? Maybe you don't need money to pull women. Oh. Maybe you don't need a Rolls Royce and fame and money to actually attract women, because maybe it was something about Lee that her sister liked. You see what I'm saying? Because her sister is married. Her sister, this is Haviland Savage to y'all's right. This is her sister to the left. Her sister is married, yet her sister found herself being very attracted to Lee and wanted to kiss on him. She didn't like that. But at the same time, that's what women do. She didn't like how he was getting attention from her sister, but didn't want to cuff him because he didn't have the money like 40 Love, the R&B singer. You see what I'm saying? Moving on. I like that movie very, very much. What is this? Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, he went live and he got a lot of subs. I'm not really going to spend too much time on this. Here's the thing, guys. When it comes to streaming, it is a cookie. It's a tough cookie. To have an abundance of people watching you at all times, it does take a lot of time and energy and focus on actually capturing what people enjoy watching and keeping the viewer locked in, let alone subscribing to see you again next month, because maybe they subscribe to you this month, maybe you lose them next month. It's just so, it fluctuates so much. But the thing about it is, when you never turn the cameras off, how can you not reach these numbers? So all the content creators all over the world and all over the planet could be a Kai Cenat, could be a iShowSpeed. If you are able-bodied and you have a camera and you have a team of maybe 2 or 3 people, you can make something shake. And if all you got to do is just not turn the camera off, clip viral moments, clip funny things like when you go to the store, click reactions, whatever, and just go ham. And this could be you that they're talking about. So I'm not going to waste too much time talking about Kai Cenat. He's not getting no free clout from me, and I'm moving on. Moving on up. This was funny. Last week we saw the rapper Lil TJ and this streamer, this little white boy, Jake Dowdy, whatever his name is, get into it on the live stream. And I'm thinking to myself, like, Lil TJ is very, very, very volatile because he's coming off of that incident with Offset at the casino. You would think that he would have some type of humbleness and meekness to him, but I see that these rappers are very, very much so captured and marveled at their image. You know, Lil TJ, he was very, very hot at one point in time. You know, I was putting him on the same pedestal as Lil Tecca, but I don't like his attitude. And I don't like how he likes to flex up on people who are weaker than him, because he's pretty weak himself. So, Lil TJ, you're not getting no free clout from me. Fix and amend your relationships in the rap industry so that you can actually make some money and not go on stream hitting people. You know what I'm saying? Chastising people because of your mistakes that you have made in past situations, and be a better person. You know, we're all on here on the internet for clicks, views, and engagements, but we don't have to be mean to each other. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your own lane. If you're gonna do the streaming thing, be nice, bro. You know, he could have hopped on there and made music. Could have turned himself up, but instead he made himself look like a clown. So he gets donkey of the fucking night. You know, Lil TJ, not a fan at all. What else we got? What else we got? This fool. Oh, who's this? DJ Academics. Thanks for checking in and check it out. It's your boy DJ Academics. Now, he supposedly took 50 Cent's baby mama out for a date night, you feel me, and spent over 4 racks. And it's funny because I was talking to my dad about this, and you know, I'm like, listen, you know, he's got it like that, he's papered up, but what does this really mean, right? Why are we wasting our time reporting that, you know, DJ Academics is spending 4 bands on the chick? Because he is trying to push an image that you have to do this grandiose gesture and roll out the red carpet every time a woman decides to accept a date from a man. I'm telling you guys that this is not the way. You know, this simping culture, this culture of men just not wanting to do above and beyond for a female is just getting quite out of hand. And then I would say what it does is it makes him look like a trick, but I don't think he really cares because he has money, but you don't. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't have $4,000 to spend on a dinner, even if you did, I wouldn't, right? I wouldn't suggest you to spend no more than $40 on a dinner, because it doesn't take $4,000 to win a woman's heart, because it's not about money. It shouldn't be, right? It shouldn't be, but if it is, she's not for you. She's for the streets. But this goes to my point. When you got hella fame, when you got money, you can't be lame. And these niggas be lame. They be lame as fuck with all that money and all that fame. It's a damn shame. Not giving him no more free clout. We're moving on. This is me with one of my chicks. You see what I'm saying? I take a different approach when I go outside, right? I'm in a different mindset when I'm moving around in highways and byways. When I go outside, here's the thing, right? I want to have a good time. I know the ladies, when they come out, they want to have a good time too. I understand that they may not want to pay, right, to have a good time. And I don't really want to pay either. But I'll arrange some things so that it could be a mutual thing, right? I'll take the pressure off of you actually having to drive and use resources to get to the event, right? I might get you a shot, might get you a cocktail, and that's it. I don't have much to give, and even if I did, I'm not giving it to the broad, right? This is to help my image. This is to boost my points, right? I do this on purpose. You see the chains, you see the layered chains, you see the watches, you see the tennis bracelets, right? You see the prestige, you see what's going on. It's all a facade, right? Because real women should not be attracted about what they see. They should judge a man off of his character, not his caricature. You see what I'm saying? So when I go out, I have a good time because I'm not spending a fucking dime, right? No woman of mine or or lack thereof, not spending it, but we having fun nonetheless. Because you ain't got to spend $4,000 to have fun. Moving on. This is very, 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 very disturbing. Here we have Northwest, 13 years old, cosplaying as a goth chick, and rapper Lil Shimmy with his arm around her. Hey man, here's the thing about all of this, right? Everybody is on the internet like, how could he? This is sick, blah, 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 blah. Who took the fucking picture? Somebody, y'all dumb. Somebody told him in her strike a pose. Somebody took that. They didn't just do that on their own. Somebody instructed them. Who behind the scenes told them that this was okay? It's not okay, man. It's not okay for a 13-year-old to be dressing like she's not 13 years old. Choker chains with the long links on it and all this stuff. This is what I'm talking about. This is the confusing part of all of this. It's all madness because we keep pushing the line. We won't identify that adults are adults and kids are kids. It's no gray area in that. So a kid should not be dressing like an adult. A kid should not be at adult functions. What is she even doing in the same room as Lil Shimmy, a rapper, Mr. Zombieland? Yeah, I'm on your ass. I don't approve of this. And if this was happening in front of me in real time, I would definitely say something and shut it down. Moving on. We do numbers. I don't give a damn about anything else but this. This right here. I'm probably gonna spend about 30 minutes talking about this. This right here, you cannot duplicate. You cannot, it's very hard, right? People don't understand how hard it is to do shit like this. We'll read them one by one. 111,000, 326,000, 64,000. I haven't updated it because it's hundreds of thousands over the board over the past couple of days. But I want to tell you guys something, right? If you call yourself a content creator, right, and you make content, then ask yourself this. After you confirm that, don't answer that in real time, right? It's rhetorical. Ask yourself, after you ask yourself if you're a content creator, are you doing numbers? Because content creators do numbers. I don't give a fuck about nothing else but that. That is the absolute, that is the foundation of a content creator. Fucking numbers. Not what's in his or her bank account. Not how many fucking followers they have, right? It's 8,000 by the way, because that was a few days ago. Are you doing numbers? Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So everything else that comes after that is the reward for doing numbers. See, I have to break it down for you guys because you guys are a little slow. You guys don't understand what you're actually seeing. These are numbers. These are numbers by a content creator. You see? Am I a content creator because I call myself a content creator? No, I'm a content creator because I do numbers. You understand that, right? Okay. So now that you understand that, don't ask anything else but that. When you come across content creators, right, or people who call themselves content creators, ask them, are they doing numbers? And see the reaction you get. It's quite funny, actually. Now, I'm also showing you guys this because I'm giving you a little sauce. This is Snapchat. Snapchat has Snapchat Spotlight. Spotlight is a tab in Snapchat where you can post snaps that Snapchat will show to other snappers on the app. Now, when people click on these snaps on Snapchat Spotlight, they have the ability to react to the content. They can like it or favorite the post. They can comment on the post. And you as the content creator, can quote the comments and put it on your story so your friends can see that you're talking to other people. I talk to hundreds of people every single day. They're like, oh, is it exhausting? No, not really, right? Because when you're a content creator and you do numbers, that's what comes with the content creation. You see what I'm saying? It's okay. See, we're building it. It's like onions. It's like a layer. I'm a content creator. I do numbers. I engage with my audience. I engage with my supporters. I'm not gonna call people fans. We're phased now. Fans is extinct. No, supporters, because we support the things that we like. So it's not a fan because you don't keep me cool. I'm already cool, ladies and gentlemen. It's a support system. We are building a community of supporters. Moving on. Jay-Z opens his what is it? His Subway, and it's already going viral. I don't even know why this is news. Jay-Z's a billionaire. Jay-Z is officially kicking off his 30th anniversary celebration and taking over the Subway. First look at the new setup shows a French room and custom aesthetics that have people say he's a undisputed GOAT. Here's the thing about Jay-Z and ASAP Rocky. These particular blacks are not they're not who you should look up to. I'll tell you that. You should not be looking up to Jay-Z and ASAP Rocky. Okay? If you have a brain, I would say that you can be proud of the things that they have accomplished because they did put in that work. But I'm not looking up to ASAP Rocky and Jay-Z. I just can't do it. Number one, Jay-Z is a billionaire. So him opening up a Subway, whoop-de-doo. That does nothing for me, right? I don't want to sound like Reverend Al Sharpton, but what the hell has Jay-Z done for his community? Not a damn thing. What the hell has ASAP Rocky done for his community but marry an island girl that Jay-Z was fucking? Nothing. They pass them around like hot potatoes. By the time she get to you, she got 50,000 miles on her, but she's ready to settle down. Jay hit it first, then ASAP. It's never the love of my life. It's your turn. Because if somebody had her before you, she's certified pre-owned. This is hard. This is real shit I'm kicking to you. Certified pre-owned, which means that she's good to go, but at the same time had previous ownership. Little miles gone up. I don't want somebody that's already been had. I want something that nobody's ever had. And I'm not gonna waste my time talking about these two clowns. Moving on. This is what I was talking about. Remember I was telling y'all about Ray J and being rich and famous and hanging out with your friends? Your friends can be, hey, let's just read it. Let's just read it, y'all. Back in the day, folks acted like Chingy committed the crime of the century with Sydney Star. The internet was ruthless. The blogs ran with it, and unfortunately, a lot of people believe that the controversy hurt his momentum and reputation at the time. But fast forward to today, and people seem a lot more selective with their outrage because Ray J gets spotted with somebody, the comments full of laughing emojis, memes, and folks minding their business. The internet definitely doesn't react the same way it did 15, 20 years, but because part of the culture has changed, but because people are more aware of the rumors and assumptions can damage somebody's career. But because, here's the thing about this, right? Here's the thing about the Ray J, Sydney Star situation. We tend to change what is absolute for people that we like. I guess the culture at the time wasn't really a fan of Chingy. So when Chingy was riding around with City Star, that was the issue, and that hurt his career because Chingy was like, yo, I'm not like that, but it's like, yo, the internet was like, yo, you're canceled, you're a weirdo. But Ray J, Ray J has been in the industry for a very, 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 very long time. Him and Brandy are thick as thieves, And I don't really know what happens behind closed doors, but what I can tell you is that when the rules tend to change for certain type of people, just know that they're changing for a reason. Okay? And at the end of the day, this doesn't have anything to do with me. I could care less who the fuck Ray J is riding around town with, right? But this is news, right? Because of who he's riding with. You see what I'm saying? This is his friend, right? Right? This is Ray J's friend, Sydney Star. They're friends. They're gonna go get some Starbucks and then, you know, get something to drink and then go back and play some games or something. Maybe make a show or, you know, do some content. They're friends. It's okay. All right, brother. So you guys, I want you to think about that. Think about when you get in trouble and you hurt yourself or you get into a sticky situation and things tend to not work in your favor. Why is that? It's because it's you. It doesn't work like that for everybody. Shit's a damn shame. Cause see, at the end of the day, we all got a decision to make, and cause we all grown. So 20 years ago, maybe the internet wasn't accepting of this type of behavior. But I don't think that's the case, right? I think that just like how everything goes in the world, we have been desensitized and we're comfortable with this mess. We're comfortable with this because this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Ray J, you know, quiet as it's kept, hasn't really been hiding anything. He's been very honest and forthcoming about everything. But you wouldn't catch me riding around in a looks like what is that, a lamb chop? No, Rolls Royce? Nah, it looks like a Lambo with a transformer. Um, hey, listen, that's his friend. Cool, not mine. This type of behavior is very funny when I see it being navigated in my community because I'm trying to figure out what is this? Like, what is this? So, moving on, right? Not gonna waste too much time on it. Not my cup of tea, right? We can be cool, but we not friends. You see what I'm saying? You have to have boundaries. Ray J, yeah, he was at the freak offs. Definitely. Most definitely. We have another one. We got another one, chat. Another one. This is what I'm talking about. You guys on the other side of the screen have become desensitized to what your eyes are telling you. Because I know that and I realize this about people, and that's why I'm going to say what I'm about to say, and it's going to blow your mind. It's very dangerous when you can look at something and you see it, but you at the same time your eyes can't see what your mind is trying to decipher. Like we know that this ain't nothing good. This ain't nothing positive. When you talk about the art of expression, you're telling a story, right? If you look at the root word express, expressing yourself means you're telling a story. You're trying to convey and signal to the world where you're coming from. When you have blonde wigs with edges, hoop earrings, look at his ears pointing like a he goblin. He's a heathen. Black Boy Max is a heathen. They all are. All your favorite streamers, right? All your favorite content creators are heathens. Not because of what you think. It's what you don't know, right? It's the pact that they make when the camera's not on that makes them do this type of stuff. So when they're on their stream with their long blonde hair and they're a guy, the kids that are watching the stream, they cannot decipher what it is that they're seeing. Therefore, it is okay. Their mind has not built up the capacity to discern what it is that they're looking at. And I know that I used to be a kid, and I have siblings, and we've all been exposed, you know, to some things that whoa, like that's crazy. But this is a product of desensitization. Desensitization. You guys are desensitized to this crap, to this garbage, right? Now he's rolling with Young Thug, right? Nobody wants to hear what I'm saying. Now he's rolling with Young Thug. This is who he is. Nothing against Black Boy Mac. You do what you do, but I'm not a part of that. Got another one. on, Chad. People are bringing up Tiger. People are bringing up Tiger and young YG saying the West Coast rappers are using different. Saying this is the source for a song, but a lot of people use people from the YG, this one hurts. YG used to be one of my favorite rappers. You know, I can recall the time, back in my younger days when I used to listen to YG tough. I used to really, really idolize this rapper. YG, you guys gotta understand, when YG dropped his first mixtape, Just Read Up, I was a fan. Cause I started listening to YG when I was came out 2011. I graduated 2012, and I graduated at the age of 17. So yeah, I was listening to YG at 16 years old, and this is Mr. Tootin' and Booted, right? This is Mr. Blood. This is Mr. Gangster. Now, as the years have gone on, I have not been a fan of YG, and I am not a fan of YG and his debauchery. I'm not a fan of him getting his friend sacrificed, Slim 400, rest in peace, for this crap. And that stunt he pulled with Tyga a few years ago when they was dressed like white chicks in the Ferrari, they playing with y'all. Y'all don't want to see what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. YG made a deal. YG is controlled opposition. I'm not a fan of YG anymore. You'll catch me listening to his old stuff, but I'm not a fan of this because I know YG is not a fan of the community. He's not a fan of his people. YG supports debauchery. And it's gotten to the point where not even the Drake feature can save you, bro. You're trash, bro. You are doo-doo garbage. You should change your name from YG to YS for young shit, bro. You're trash, bro. Trash. And it's it didn't have to be like that. Honestly, when he first came out, I think if he would have patented his image a little bit more and doubled down on the direction he was headed with Mustard on the beat, they would have been like Tay Keith coming out of Atlanta. But YG's a greedy son of a bitch. Yeah. That fame, that money, that'll do something to a nigga. He is a greedy motherfucker. He's greedy. But you see, as time continues to progress and you still want that money and that fame, hey, good luck with that, bro. Have fun. Have fun. See? You see what I'm saying? Have fun. And he's having a lot of fun. Yeah, he was at Diddy Freak Offs too. I don't want to talk about Clyde Davis. No. So when Keke Palmer was at Houston a few weeks ago for the Slab Houston event, I didn't get a chance to get any pictures with her, but I did showcase the entire event. Don't ever let people play with you and your talent and your gifts. And I'm using this live stream to just talk about how truly gifted I am. Because when it comes to having a gift, it's not measured in how much money I have. It's not measured in how much attention I get. I get the job done. Okay? When I went to this event, it feels like when I'm working, it's just me and the job, right? I'm sitting center stage and I'm getting footage of Keke Palmer. This is Miss Akilah in the B, y'all. Me. Nobody can take that away from me. Ain't nobody gonna go walk up to me and tell me yeah, bro, I just want to let you know you're doing a good job. You got to tell yourself you're doing a good job. Because as you get more successful, it gets funny because people feel like they can't tell you that you're an amazing person and that you can't, you know what I'm saying, that you're doing your thing. It's not coming to you like that. And that's fine. Because I can brag on myself. I can literally get on the live stream and talk about how amazing I am, regardless of if anybody's in the live or not. I don't give a shit. This is hot shit for me. This is good. This is great for me. Because if it wasn't for me showcasing this event, you guys wouldn't have known what was going on. I was the conduit for Keke Palmer and Kendrick Sampson. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I wish they could have worked. I wish him and Issa could have worked out in Insecure, but you know, she was more attracted to Lawrence, and I think Issa got a thing for dark niggas. You know what I'm saying? Light skinned niggas, you know, hey, they not making combat. You know what I'm saying? They kind of soft. They very sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Very sensitive. So, moving on. Moving on. Pop my shit. You feel me? Hey, look, man. It's it just comes a time in your life where you gotta double down on what you know will work. I can't tell you, right, for the next guy or what the next person should do. I can't even advise you on what you should do because most of the time when people are advising you on what you should and shouldn't do, they're only telling you what works for them. I don't know if what I'm doing will work for you, but it works for me. I don't allow myself to get caught up in the noise. I don't keep a lot of people around me. There's not butt naked hoes running through my house. I'm not having a party every day. It's not none of that. It's quiet. It's solitude so I can hear my thoughts. So when I go out here and perform, you guys get this grade A product, government tested, never miss. You gotta stay on point. I can show y'all hundreds of text messages, hundreds of DMs I get. Oh, Manny, you on point. Flamed up, flamed up. I don't care what people be telling me. That does not get into the corridors of my mind. Because before all of this, your boy was fighting for this goofy country. You understand that? So I've had purpose before purpose was bestowed upon me. I was born with purpose. Therefore, I live with purpose. I'm a purpose-filled being. You understand that? So when you're purpose driven, I'm not money hungry. I'm not a greedy son of a bitch. I'm not hungry to get between a woman. A woman is not the apple of my eye. You know what it is? My purpose. Because my purpose keeps me on point. My purpose does things for me that I didn't know I could do. That's what purpose does. And if you tap more into your purpose, you will realize that you're a purpose being too. But if you listen more to what people will tell you, you'll play with your purpose. You will mishandle your purpose. You will not execute your purpose. You will not be able to succumb to what your purpose is trying to get you to walk through. You understand? I don't need nobody to hold my motherfucking hand. I don't need nobody to tell me that I'm motherfucking awesome and that I'm hot shit. I know that. I know that. Now, as I get older, I do realize that it's not enough of the self-love and the motivation to actually achieve greatness because we live in a world that is kind of gray and it's kind of sad. Well, don't be sad. I'm here to tell you that you don't be sad. You get on your purpose. You get on your purpose. Do that. When you get on your purpose, it all makes sense. This is my boy right here, Kendrick Sampson. This is my guy. Met him that day, and it was like I knew him my whole life. You know, it's real. That's how you know it's real. It's real, chat. This ain't no Hollywood shit, nigga. Where's the Hollywood shit at? This real. This off the strength. OTS. Off the strength. Niggas ain't gotta give, like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no, yo, I know a friend of a friend. Nah, bro. Yeah, we locked in. That's purpose. Follow your purpose. I'm not listening to all of this. All I gotta do is just do what I know how to do. Show up and be there to bring stuff to the table. What you need, dog? You need some content. I got some content for bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was not like, yo, I got you this content, bro. Can you follow me? Can you this? I don't give a shit if he followed me or not. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? The work ethic will speak for itself. And I don't even like to use that term work ethic. I don't even like to say shit like that. But when you really out here, people be like building connections and doing all this stuff. You do not have to rely on like little things to give you the green light. You move like this. How I move. I make content. I shoot videos, and I'm not doing it for the connection or for anything other than why I'm doing it. This makes me happy. I am happy with myself before I pick up a fucking camera. I am happy with the direction I'm heading before I start pressing that button and recording and dancing for y'all and entertaining y'all. I'm happy with myself. And I want y'all to be happy with yourself too. I want you guys to really start being happy with yourself and stop looking at yourself like you're not who you are and you're not great. I don't give a shit if nobody thinks you're great. I don't care if people tell you that you suck and that you're not that cool and that you can't do it. You don't need to listen to that. That doesn't help you get on your purpose. It deters you away from getting on your purpose. Because when you're on your purpose, projection is going to be imminent. Of course, people are going to project what they can't do on you. They can't fucking do what you do. If they could, they'd fucking do it. And everybody would be happy, right? Wrong. You have to be a person who understands energy and the flow of lack thereof and how people communicate, human psychology. You have to understand the importance of human nature. You gotta understand the importance of human nature. Oh, that's a good one. What's human nature? Let's go down the rabbit hole. Human nature can be looked at as as the idea or the belief that behind a person's status, behind a person's name, behind a person's accolades and accomplishments, that is a human being operating out of human nature. What do human beings share alike? The nature of the essence of a human being, which is acceptance, love, camaraderie, sisterhood, brotherhood, family, friends, love, sex, money, drugs, power, all this stuff that makes up human nature, right? And when you understand human nature, you can approach situations with grace and gratitude and a real humble and meekness to you. See, a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying because they don't even understand their own selves. They don't take the time to figure out who they are. When you don't take the time to figure out who you are, you will let people tell you who you are and what you can and can't do. The limitations that you start to place upon yourself is dictated by what somebody told you. I don't listen to nobody about a motherfucking thing about shit about nothing. I can't. I can't do it. For what? Why would I listen? Why would I do it? Why would I take myself down that road of what people say? I'd rather not. I've never been the type of person to listen to what people say. I listen to what humans nature. I listen to a human being's nature. I study how humans interact and how certain things motivate different human beings. We are not all moved and motivated by the same thing. Let's just get that understood. Some people are motivated by money. Some people are motivated by power. Some people are motivated by um, um, people knowing who they are. Some people get motivated by attention. Some people are motivated just because they want to help people and they want to see a better community for the next generation. And some people are just downright evil. You see what I'm saying? It's very much like few and far in between when you talk about this shit, because the older I get, the more I understand human nature. See, once you've done things for a long time, it becomes performative and less authentic. Or I'm sorry, not authentic, but less. What's the word I want to use? Genuine, because it becomes performative. You've done it over and over and over again. Every time, right? True testimony. Every time I pick up a camera and I go outside and I gather content for an event. I've been doing this for so long, it doesn't feel performative, because every time I do it, it's different. Different energy, different experiences, different conversations, different things that lead me up to different conversations, different upon different, right? Which allows it to be not only authentic, but genuine. Because it genuinely makes me happy to see people's eyes light up when they see me walk in the room with my camera, because they're knowing it's about to be some good footage going on. Now, what people will do to you when you are very, very good at what you do is they will try to measure you up by what you have and what you don't have, right? And I'm not a millionaire, and I'm not nowhere close to it. You know what I'm saying? And I can be honest with you guys and say, like, yeah, of course I strive to have a lifestyle that I can hang my hat on. But before the lifestyle can be hung upon, I must hang my hat on, I know my shit is good. And I know that my shit is good because I put the fucking work in. And if motherfuckers just don't want to give me the credit on the work I put in, then fuck them. How about that? We're not gonna waste our time acting, pretending, and no, shit's hot, shit's fire, and this shit is raw. Shit took time. It's a brick by brick type of situation, and no breaks in between. I didn't take a break off the internet when I started making content, because it wasn't something that I was looking at like I'm about to get millions off of this. I was moving off of purpose, which when during the pandemic, it was just about making people laugh and getting you all to engage with happiness and being happy about being stuck in the house and getting some laughs. But people are really miserable out here, right? Now that I understand human nature, we're going to transition. Some of the pictures that I took at the slab event, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. She's pretty skinny, you know. She lost a lot of weight. She still look good though. But she's definitely skinny. It's tricky. It's tricky at the top. Because this is all I do. This is what I do in my spare time. I go to events. I I show them my credentials. I tell people who I am. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. Story time. Yes, that's Kiki Palmer from Akili and the Bee. I'm taking pictures for the slab event when she came down here for Juneteenth. When I first got into making content and taking pictures and doing interviews and talking to artists, doing all this stuff, in the beginning and early stages of what I was doing, it was very, very, very uncomfortable for me to sell myself, right? To basically showcase, right, and talk to people about who I am and what I do. And over the years, I have done a lot of soul searching. I have done a lot of deep understanding of myself and what I am and who I am and what I like and what I don't like. And what I've come to the conclusion to is this. It was uncomfortable for me to tell people about the things that I was doing in the beginning because I was nervous about what I was doing, even though it was making me happy. Well, where's the nervousness coming from? The nervousness is the judgment that people impose upon you when you're confident about the things that you do in the early stages, right? See, this whole colloquialism of this thing we call the industry, right? Especially the entertainment industry, is a huge colloquialism of energy, of uncertainty, and people playing with what you know to be absolute. And the nervousness was me not understanding that this shit is absolute, right? Had to sit back and think like, nah, fuck that shit. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck what she talking about. Fuck what he talking about. I don't give a fuck what he say. I don't give a fuck what she say because I know who the fuck I am. Before I pick up a camera, before I take a picture, before I go outside, before I entertain, before I make a video, before I make a piece of content, before I was doing that, I have understanding of self. I know who I am. The worth is me. I don't need to measure up my worth to other people to make myself feel good. Y'all gotta understand who the fuck you are at all motherfucking times, especially when you talk about this goofy entertainment industry where motherfuckers is just using their uncertain energy to play with the absolute so they can swap with you. Fuck that. Moving on. I like this picture because you can see Kiki explaining something, and you know, this particular camera that I used to take this picture is an older model. It's a Canon SO Rebel One. It's been on the market for a few years, and it's a very very good camera. When you know how to use your equipment, it can work in your favor. I know how to use my equipment. I didn't know how to use my equipment, but I know now, and I was able to make those changes on the fly, so that I can showcase to you guys how amazing this event really was if you wasn't there. But I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't understand my equipment. See, sometimes we have the tools to actually do the job and do it at a high level. We're just not equipped to the knowledge of how to configure what it is that we're doing so that it can be showcased properly. Therefore, when people look at it, they're like, it ain't shit. But hold on now, brother. Hold on, sister. Let me do my 1-2 and actually learn my camera, learn my filters, learn my presets, watch YouTube videos on how to fucking effectively take pictures, effectively film and vlog and shit like that. If you want to learn how to do something, fucking turn on a YouTube video and it'll teach you, right? But some things can't be taught. Like talent, I don't believe that shit can be taught. You either fucking got it or you don't. Rest in peace, Take Heed. This is honestly, this is pretty sad. When I got the news, I was like, wow, like I was just listening to Block Boy JB. Block Boy JB, he used to be one of my favorite rappers. But, you know, again, the good ones always go too soon. Take Heed was actually very talented. And he had a roster of hits under his belt. And I'm sure he was on his way to do way, way more than not. You understand? So we don't know when it's our time. That's why we always got to be kind to one another. And that may be harder harder to do than said. But we should try being more kind to each other, especially in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? We all going through something. You see what I'm saying? Janae Aiko and Larry June are dating. Um, Now here's the thing. Here's the thing about this that I want to say, because I'm from LA, right? I'm from LA, and one thing that I will say about the dudes that be from Cali versus any other place in the country of the United States, the most fucking swag, the most bravado, the most aura is them Cali niggas, bro. Them Cali niggas, you better watch out. We'll take your bitch. Those Cali niggas, bro, smooth, bro, because they understand ism. They understand P. They understand women, bro. They understand the game, bro. And the thing about a Cali nigga, bro, is that we don't take shit personal, bro. It's never personal, bro, when you talk about this game, bro. When it comes to this women, bro, when it comes to this fame, bro, this money, you know what I'm saying, this lifestyle, it's never personal to a Cali nigga, bro. That's why a Cali nigga, bro, can look back and observe the situation for what it is and still maintain his composure, because at the end of the day, he's going to have his way regardless. Now, I don't know what Big Sean and Janae Aiko's relationship was, but I can tell you that niggas from Detroit are possessive. Niggas from Detroit, and y'all gotta understand what I'm saying when I'm telling y'all this. It don't matter what level the nigga is on, bro, because even a nigga like Big Sean, bro, at his level, bro, and where he's at in life and how much money he got and fame and shit, it baffles me that he could still be overly emotional when it comes to females, but he's in a great position. Now, you take a guy like Larry June. I listen to Larry June. That's Unc. You know what I'm saying? He's a chill guy, bro. He's a chill dude. Hella rich, very successful. But doesn't need to flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that he carries himself, right? It's an energy that pulls women right on in. You know what I'm saying? I'ma plug you right on in. That's how them Cali niggas get them. I'm gonna plug you right on in, and we not gonna miss a beat. Because the one thing that you gotta understand, when it comes to the guys from Cali and dudes from Cali, is that they understand that, you know, when I got the time to spend with you, a time will be had, and you're gonna enjoy the time that you spend with me all the time. It's like going to your favorite amusement park and you don't never want to get off the ride. That's why Janae Aiko and Larry June is dating. See, when you become successful and you deal with women, you have to understand your position in the situation. You have to understand that even though you really, really like this broad, and she may really, really like you too, you can't really, really overly, like, do that. Even when you see what I'm saying? It's like, if I can explain it to you guys in layman terms, if she like you overly and you like her overly, she has to be the one to take that role. You guys both can't take up that role. Somebody has to play the role. Like, I love you, I like you, but not overly. It's you like me overly, and that is the dynamic as a man that you want to be in. But the way that the Cali nigga wears it, it's simply renowned. It's simply unmatched. I mean, how the fuck is Big Sean gonna compete with this shit? He got Napa Valley on the horizon. You know, hey. You see what I'm saying? I'm speaking from experience, and I'm not a hating ass nigga by no means. I'm not a hating ass nigga, but I've seen in real time women that I like and that I'm attracted to, and that I want to actually give my time and spend to and see what they on. They like Larry June. They're liking Larry June's pictures. They commented under Larry June with hard eyes talking about daddy. I eat that. Pause. I eat that. You know why? Because I'm not a hating ass nigga. I look at the game, respect the game, respect everything that's going on around me, and say, I got work to do, right? But it's not competitive. It's me understanding that, nah, I'm not quite there yet. That is where you have to be humble. See, when Larry June, he's not doing anything wrong. The chicks that I wanted, they commented under his shit. Daddy, hard eyes. Like, and he's not paying these chicks a dime. And I want to give them some of my time. And they're like, Manny, Larry, that's cool. I respect that. I respect the game so much that I really do not have a hating bone in my body to know that I just got to go put some more work in. Because let me tell y'all why. Right? Let me tell you why. The gag is that there's enough women and money and fame in the world for me to be myself and get just as many women, as not, if not more, than Unc. But you niggas, right? When I'm talking about you niggas, I'm talking about you brothers, you men that's not from Cali. You guys have the game misdistorted, like distorted. Like you guys wanna, like my pops used to would say, y'all wanna gorilla pimp the broad. You wanna scare the broad. You wanna beat your chest in front of the broad. Let the broad choose, and let you be chosen. Janae Aiko chose Larry. That's it. End of discussion. They're going to Napa Valley. She's going to enjoy herself. She's going to be drinking an assortment of wonderful wines, eating sorbet, getting back shots by the fireplace, drinking orange juice, smoking grass, and then once the moment is over, if Larry wants to continue, it's up to Larry. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling y'all. She's obviously likes him way more than he liked her. When she was with Big Sean, he has a history for liking women way more than they like him. And hold on, I need to use the bathroom. I'm gonna take y'all to the bathroom with me. And I thought that was funny because I'm like, damn, Big Sean. Big Sean is hella rich, and he been way more paped up than Larry has, and used to be swagged up. He used to rock the Tisa. You feel me? He used to be rocking all of that good stuff. Now, that don't matter. It don't matter. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Larry, y'all can be like Larry, bro. All you gotta do is focus on getting paid up. Focus on getting the money up the fucking wazoo. If you want to have a little girlfriend, you can have girl, you can date, but it can't be prioritized over your essence of like that's what I'm talking about. When you start to prioritize yourself over the broad probably gonna want you even more and probably gonna have more respect for you than you trying to appease the broad. I don't appease women. I attract women because I am a man. Oh, I'm on the toilet shitting. Oh my gosh. Oh, whew, it's a tough one. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next thing that I want to talk about. Because I got a lot of stuff that I want to talk to y'all about. Offset, you know you don't need to be in no damn casino. You know that, bro. Bro.
After all the situation that you had with the TJ, bro, you should probably stay far away from that, bro. But how can he stay away from the casino? He blowing off all his money trying to take his mind off of what happened to take off. Not gonna waste my time on this clown. He's another clown just like TJ, just from Atlanta. What I think, well, yeah, he from Atlanta, yeah, and then the TJ from New York. This right here, this was actually pretty disturbing. Um, Adrian Bronner and Dina Great are two up and coming streamers in this new lane of content called streaming. And I ain't gonna lie, they're doing a thing. Adrian Bronner, he used to be a boxer. Dean. Well, we don't really know Dean. Adrian Bronner and Dean the Great, they're doing way too much at Streamer University auditions. So they went to an audition for Streamer U, and obviously they didn't get selected to go to Streamer U, but it still helped with the overall reach and awareness that uh, that they gave Streamer U when they went to the audition, right? But in the process of them doing that, I know you guys probably heard of Yana. She's like a young streamer. I think she's like 19 or something like that, 18 or 19. But they made Yana really uncomfortable with the comments they were talking about, as far as like what she would like, how she what was she going to be doing at Stream University, and Kai wasn't really feeling that, and he made it a point. Kai made it a point to tell AB that you got to quit drinking to get in, and he tried to ask for a liquor exemption and got curbed immediately. But I think the real reason why they didn't get accepted is because they were basically hypersexualizing Yana while on their live stream, and not a lot of people talk about that, but it's just here's my thing, right? Because yes, in one instance you could say like, okay, yeah, Yana's of age, but at the same time there's such an age gap and differential. It doesn't make sense. And then for you to make these type of comments to this young lady and her only be like 18 or 19 years old is extremely weird because AB is in his 30s. You're almost twice this. You are twice this girl's age. So you should definitely not be looking at her like a piece of meat, like like a slab of meat from Rocky. But you should probably be uplifting her, right, and providing her with real insight on how she could boost her own career. Like, and that's why I'm like, bro, the world is so backwards. If I don't get rich and blow up off this shit, it's because y'all are fucking dumb, bro. And y'all don't understand the importance of what it means to be a good person in the public eye. Y'all like this type of shit. That's why this shit get glorified so much. And I don't like y'all for that because y'all are weird. So I'm moving on. I don't want to talk about them no more. This. Oh, can you see her? Can you see her, chat? It's all like right here. That was a good night. That's when I went out to the new club Sensations. It's really nice, nice spot. Um, Not really much to say in this picture. I mean, like I had a good time that night. You see, I got the double layered chains. You feel me? And I be doing my thing. You feel me? I don't have the bag like Drake yet, but if you look at me, you couldn't tell. You feel me? And that's the way I like it. Um, of course, as a man, I strive to have a huge bag, and that's really gonna come, but that's not my focus, especially when I go outside. I'm not. I'm like a female when I go outside. I'm not really trying to spend any money. I'm trying to spend their money. You know, the stuff that I do other dudes would probably be like, bro, I don't get that. Why would you not try to spend money when you go outside? Like, why would you ask the girl to come pick you up? Why would you make them drive you to the event? Why the fuck not? I am the event. So you gotta carry yourself, and that's why I be telling y'all fellas, it really is up to y'all because they really mirroring you anyway. I go in like that, so when I'm moving like that, they gonna respond just the way I want them to. Cause that's that's why I be trying to tell y'all, like, the money and shit like that really don't matter, because the money cannot make you, the inner you come out. It can only amplify what you want people to see, because you're using the money to hide your true self. That's why niggas be tricking and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know what I be talking about, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. With or without this money, bro, I'm him, bro. I've been him all along. You know? And you gotta know that. Y'all gotta know that. Like, bro, especially when you go outside, bro. Like the bottle girls, the bottle girl culture and stuff, it's a little different. H-Town, brother. You know what I'm saying? They damn near, they damn near looking for you to buy. And I'm like, I'm not buying shit. I'm here to make content. I'm a content creator, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm a content creator. I'm not trying to spend no money. We ain't trying to spend no money. Never go out with the intention to spend no money. Ever. No. No, we are not trying to spend no money. Why is my thing messing up? I think I need to go to the next one. Yeah, okay. Back. We back. This is another one. The Cam Newton fella. He's another one. Sus. He's a suspect. He's a primary suspect. It's a good interview. Right? I watched it. It's a great interview.